And as the visiting team in this one, Panama will have their national anthem first. The national anthem for the visiting team in this game, Panama. Now the national anthem for Aruba. Both anthems played for Panama and Aruba, and in the age of COVID-19, the teams forego the center court handshake. Instead, they give each other a friendly wave from the opposite free throw lines. A great act of sportsmanship that we see in FIBA competitions. Often they exchange gifts prior to games when the teams would meet at half court, but once again, in the age of COVID-19, no gifts to be exchanged and no handshakes. Here are our referees for this contest between Aruba and Panama. Juan Estrada of Mexico, Ricardo Hales of Jamaica, and Mario Granados Santos of El Salvador. Once again, we're glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or the Caribbean or around the world. This is day number 2 of competition at the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. Game number 2 of the day between Aruba and Panama. In earlier action, Puerto Rico dominated Costa Rica by the score of 95-60. Costa Rica falling to 1-1 in Group A play. Puerto Rico moving to 2-0. Puerto Rico will be looking to go through the group stage with a perfect record tomorrow as they take on this Aruba team. We will be getting a look at the starting lineups in just one moment. In fact, here they are. For Panama, same starters as yesterday for head coach Nicanor Rivas, Andre Soroku, Daniels Machore, Fernando Gonzalez, Emmanuel Perignon, and Sebastian Bosquez. There you get a look at Coach Nicanor Alvarez Rivas of Panama. And now the starting 5 for Aruba. Fred Clemencia making a little bit of a change tonight. Kieran Brooks. Sharon Alexander is in the starting lineup tonight. John Salomon, Vladimir Robert, and Thiessen Bjorn. Brandon Van Spandonk started yesterday's game. He will begin this contest coming off the bench. As we compare the two teams from their contests yesterday, Panama shot 40% from the floor, Aruba 38%. Aruba did not make a successful three-point field goal. They shot 60% from two-point range, but they did not hit a three-point bucket yesterday. Aruba 55.6% from the free throw line, Panama 53.3%. Panama had 42 rebounds yesterday in their contest against Puerto Rico. Aruba had 36. Both teams had 32 points in the paint. Panama a little more effective off the bench with 16 points. Aruba only had 12 points off the bench. Teams getting final instructions from their coaches. And we are just a couple of moments away from tip-off here in Mexicali. We're glad you can join us wherever you're tuned in from. Both of these teams looking for their first win in group play. We are at game time. Emmanuel Perignon will be jumping for Panama. And Vladimir Robert will jump for Aruba. Aruba wins the tip, and we are underway. Alexander left side, back to Kieran Brooks. Over to Bjorn, launches the three-pointer, that misses. Robert fights for the rebound and tracks it down. Salomon kicks it out. Another three on the way, missing wide right. Robert now, shot clock at 10. Panama comes away with it. Rebound back tapped and controlled by Panama. Panama looking for its first bucket of the game as well. Three from the corner, that's up and off. Rebounded by Perignon. Short jumper inside, no good. Saved nicely by, can't quite see who that was at the far end of the court there, but at any rate, Panama still has it. Driving to the glass is Sebastian Vasquez, and he scores for the first 2 points of the game, giving Panama its first lead. Alexander into the front court around a pair of defenders. Kick out now to Salomon. He gets it out to Brooks, launches the three, and Aruba takes their first lead of this tournament, 3-2 over Panama on their first three-point basket of not only the game, but the tournament as well. Vasquez wide right side, picks up his dribble, bouncing it now to Perignon. He's working on Robert, back out to Vasquez. Three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Brooks. Goes out of bounds, and that will be Panama ball. Vasquez to inbound. 14 on the shot clock. Vasquez on the bounce into Gonzalez. Goes up and draws the foul. So Francisco Gonzalez will go to the free throw line. He had 9 points in yesterday's game on 3 of 4 shooting from three-point range. He also added 4 rebounds. That foul was on Vladimir Robert for Aruba. Free throw attempt by Gonzalez, no good. Second free throw a little too strong, but the rebound grabbed by Perignon. Perignon doubled down low. He turns, shoots it off the side of the backboard. And Aruba comes away with the rebound. Bounce pass inside to Vladimir Robert, and he goes up off the square and in. And Panama with the turnover in their end following the basket, so Aruba will have a chance to extend its 3-point lead with 8 minutes to play in this first quarter. Aruba will have it with 14 on the shot clock. The long lob into Salomon. He attacks, gets it blocked out of midair, but a foul called. And John Salomon will go to the free throw line. The 16-year-old had 13 points yesterday on 6 of 11 shooting. He added 9 rebounds and 4 assists. He did have 8 turnovers in the game, though. So Mr. Salomon's going to have to take a little bit better care of the ball in this one. He played 36 minutes yesterday's game as he strokes the first free throw. The Panama foul was on Andres Oroku. Second free throw short, rebound grabbed by Hammurabis de Leon. Vasquez into the corner for Victor Julio. His shot missed. Fernando Gonzalez the rebound. Good defense by Aruba underneath, but therefore the cleanup is De Leon. Nicanor Rivas going to his bench early in this one. Not real pleased that his team is trailing Aruba. That three-pointer by Salomon just missed. And Panama looking to tie. Vasquez down to Gonzalez and a whistle. I think they're going to get Vladimir Robert on the foul there. Oroku, inbound pass, sails wide, finally tracked down by Alba. Actually, the foul for Aruba was on Bjorn Thiessen. Aruba finally into the front court as Sharon Alexander was hounded. Another three-pointer up and good. Kerion Brooks gives Aruba the 5-point lead back at 9-4. 6:35 to play first quarter. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. And an offensive foul against Panama. That was on Fernando Gonzalez. Andres Oroku sits down now for Panama. No pressure in the backcourt. And Aruba finally into the front court. Alexander trying to get it to Kerion Brooks, but taken away by Humberto Kentish. And a foul called on that play. 6:20 to play first quarter. That was Kentish on the foul for Aruba. As Panama looks to cut the Aruba lead. Lob inside to De Leon and tied up. It's going to be Panama ball on the alternating possession arrow. They'll have 15 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside. Fernando Gonzalez. Somebody lost him. And he was able to take the easy bounce pass and lay it in. And Panama is to within 3. Just inside 6 minutes to play first quarter. And pass thrown away there. Now Panama on the attack. A shot out of bounds. And they're going to say it was blocked out of bounds by Aruba. So Panama will have a chance to run some offense here with 19 on the shot clock. Should probably just run the same inbound play they ran right before, where Gonzalez got loose and they tracked him down this time. Now a 3 on the way, and that misses badly. And Panama, all sorts of pressure on Aruba in the backcourt, making life miserable for Sharon Alexander, and he gives it up again. Victor Julio comes away with it. 5.5 minutes to play for first quarter. Julio drops it underneath. And Arabas De Leon scores, and Panama now to within 1, 9-7. I beg your pardon, 9-8. Never was very good at the math. Aruba has called timeout. They got off to a pretty good start in this one. Earl Fred Clemencia wanting to talk things over with his squad. We will be back in just a moment, live from Mexicali. Welcome back to the Instituto del Deporte y la Cultura Física in Mexicali. Game number 2 on day number 2 of the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. Top 3 in this tournament advance to the FIBA Americas U18 Championship in June of 2022. Panama running some offense here. Alba giving it up and turning it over, but I think Jean Salomon stepped on the sideline, so it's going to remain Panama ball. 9-8 in favor of Aruba. They did not lead at all yesterday in their 93-41 loss to Costa Rica. 3-point shot, no good. Roberto Kentish had his shot swatted out of bounds. Rather emphatically, it'll be Panama ball with 9 to shoot. Fabio Hong on the floor now for Aruba. Played almost 19 minutes yesterday. Hanging jumper from the right side, no good by Kentish. Ball goes out of bounds, and Foul is called. That was on Vladimir Robert. Long deuce on the way, no good. That one goes out of bounds off of Lionel Alba. And it'll be Aruba ball. Still hanging on to this lead. Panama out rebounding Aruba 13-6. Fabio Hong into the front court. Up ahead to Salomon. Left side now. Floating jumper from 13 feet, no good by Kyrian Brooks. And Panama looking to take the lead back. Poked out of bounds, it'll stay with Panama. Panama led 2-0, and then Aruba took the lead 3-2. And they have led ever since. They've hit a couple of three-pointers after not having hit any in yesterday's game. And that inbound pass stolen away by Aruba. They are unable to convert, though, on the fast break. As that ball rolls harmlessly out of bounds as far as Panama is concerned. 4.5 minutes to play, first quarter. Don't forget, another 2 more games coming up tonight. Jamaica and El Salvador, as Victor Julio scores. Jamaica and El Salvador at 5:30 as Panama comes away with another steal. That time Jorge Roca scores, and just like that, Panama's on top by 3. Another steal by Panama. Here comes Kentish. He gives it up to Juan Lewis underneath. Probably didn't need to make that pass. Probably could have taken it all the way himself, but he was trying to give it to Juan Lewis. Ended up going off of Aruba out of bounds, as I believe Shandro Schmidt tried to save it. And Panama scores again off the inbound. That was De Leon once again. And a nice find to get it to Braden Van Spandonk, but the shot blocked out of bounds. And Panama has turned up the pressure defensively. And another steal by Panama. This time it's Juan Lewis. Hot potato there, nobody wants it. Panama in the midst of a 10-0 run. Make it 12. 16-9 now in favor of Panama. And the defense by Panama has been swarming the last 2 minutes. Jorge Roca will go to the free throw line. The bench making the difference for Panama thus far. They are outscoring the Aruba bench 12-0. Points in the paint dominated by Panama, 16-2. Second chance points, 6-0 in favor of Panama. And points off of turnovers, 14-1 in favor of Panama. Free throw by Roca rattles out. And the lead for now remains at 7. The foul was on Bjorn Thiessen. Second free throw good. The lead is 8. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. And just about stolen away again by Panama. Van Spandonk gets it out to, I believe that was Salomon. 3-point shot, no good. Beg your pardon, that was Sharon Alexander on that 3-point attempt. And now Julio launches one, no good. Tracked down in the corner by Roca. Back out to Julio. Around the screen. Now into the corner. Roca for 3, no good. Rebound Kentish. Roca again. That three is up and good. 20-9 in favor of Aruba. Aruba has not scored since it was 9-6. And now I think they're going to call the breakaway on Sharon Alexander. Got him with the unsportsmanlike. He grabbed him from around the waist. So Panama will get 2 shots and the ball. Kentish hits both free throws. And now Panama will have possession on the side. A 16-0 run by Panama gives them a 13-point lead with 2:17 to play in this first quarter. And now a timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, live from Mexicali. Aruba has not scored since Kyrian Brooks made a three-pointer at the 6:33 mark. So a little over 4 minutes without a bucket for Aruba. Five on the shot clock, out into the corner now, 3 on the way. That's no good. Vladimir Robert fights for it on the floor, and they're going to call a tie-up. So the alternating possession arrow will go with Aruba. An 18-0 run for Panama, and almost another turnover. Oh, the two-hand dunk! John Salomon ends that run by Panama, emphatically goes up and jams it home with 2 hands. Now the strong work underneath by Fernando Gonzalez. 1:15 to play first quarter. Another turnover. Another unsportsmanlike. That's going to be on Kyrian Brooks. As Panama was headed in for potentially another easy layup. Brooks grabbed the offensive player and prevented him from going toward the basket. Free throw is short by Victor Julio. He'll get another one, and Panama will get the ball back. throw was good to make it 25-11. Panama gets it with 14 on the shot clock. Roca, the three-pointer. That is up and good! Jorge Roca scores. And Panama's defense leading to easy offense as Roca goes up again. Can't get the lay-in to fall, but therefore the putback is Kentish. He can't get it to go, and he draws the foul, I think, on Vladimir Robert, and then Robert spikes the ball in frustration. And did he get called for a technical? He did. So they'll shoot the technical first. Vladimir Roberts slamming the ball down in frustration. He didn't do it at anybody, but still can't do that. Especially at these younger levels, you want to discourage any of those kinds of habits. Sometimes when you get at the senior national teams, you get players who are used to getting away with a little more in their professional leagues around the world, especially in the NBA. So the officials have a bit more tolerance for a display like that, but not much. That free throw by Kentish, no good. 49.4 to play in this first quarter. 30-11 in favor of Panama. At the 6-minute mark, Panama had 4 points. Somewhere in the 6-minute range, Panama was trailing 9-4. Over the last 6 minutes of the quarter, they've outscored Aruba 21-7. Three-pointer now up and good by Victor Julio. Julio's got 6 on a pair of three-pointers. That three is up and good for Shandero Schmidt. 33-14. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 10. Roca stepped down the sideline, and it's going to be Aruba ball. 9.2. And if I'm Panama, I'm putting some pressure on Aruba here. Maybe get one more shot off. And they do. They poke it away. Here comes Panama to try to get one more shot off. And the half-court offering by Fernando Gonzalez may have been tipped. And it comes up well short. But the first quarter will end with Panama on top of Aruba by the score of 33-14. This is the 2021 Centrobasket Championship U17 version. Coming to you live from Mexicali. We will be back. That desperation three-point heave by Fernando Gonzalez, trying to see if it was tipped by Sharon Alexander to try to give him credit for that block. "16 first-half turnovers for Aruba, 12 steals for Panama. Panama leading in offensive rebounds 16-3, and overall 20-9 rebounding advantage for Panama. In that first quarter, Panama shot 36.4% from the field, 12 of 33 overall. Aruba, 5 of 11 for 45.5%. See if we can get a better look at it here. Can't really tell from that angle. Try to see if the rotation on the ball changed at all. You couldn't see if there was any spin change on the ball. Even if you couldn't see the hand actually touching the ball itself, that's what officials look for on the replay, is to see if the spin on the ball changed, and I don't think you could tell from that angle. For as short as that came up, you would have to think that Alexander got a piece of that ball, in which case he would get credited for the block. Love hearing Van Halen's Panama playing in the background with Team Panama on the floor. We saw Jean Salomon going up to the free throw line, and we saw one of the officials signal 3 as if somebody was going to get 3 free throws. Certain what this is about. Jean Salomon going to the free throw line. But Salomon is going to get 3 free throws. Salomon hits the first 2. Well, they put 0.5 seconds left back on the clock. So technically the first quarter was not over. They awarded Salomon 3 free throws. Now we're going to take the quarter break. So the first quarter is going to end, should be 33-16, I believe. So Salomon hits all 3. Beg your pardon, he didn't hit 2, he hit all 3. So it's 33-17 at the end of the first quarter. Somehow try to get a little clarification about what exactly happened there at the end of that first quarter. But we'll take the quarter break now. Once again, this is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship. live from Mexicali. Well, I guess they're determining that they already took the quarter break, so they're bringing them back out onto the floor. I guess they're going to say Victor Julio committed the foul on the three-point basket attempt by Salomon with 1 second left, or rather 0.5 seconds left. I thought they were looking at something on the desperation heave by Fernando Gonzalez from half court, but it must have occurred before that. At any rate, we start the second quarter with Panama on top, 33-17. Brooks trying to get it inside. A little bit too far for Bjorn Thiessen. But it's poked away, and Aruba will retain possession. Salomon to Alexander. Back to Salomon. He's working on Vasquez into the corner now. Back to Salomon up top. Tried to get it back into the corner to Thiessen, but the pass was just a little bit sideways, and Thiessen couldn't corral it before turning it over. Vasquez now into the corner. Torre on the attack and gives it up. Aruba back the other way. Alexander with the reverse, no good. Rebound Vasquez. Up ahead, and the left-hand reverse scoop. Very nicely done, Daniel Smatore. Smatore yesterday with a great game. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. And now Salomon gets his defender in the air. Draws the foul, and he's going to go to the line. Are they going to give him the continuation? Perignon came down on him like a hat. I guess they're going to say that was not a shooting foul. Braden Van Spandonk into the game now for Aruba. Three-pointer on the way, missed badly by Kirian Brooks. And Panama comes away with it. Marabas de Leon on the rebound. Into the corner, 3 on the way by Oroku. That's no good. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. It'll be Panama ball. Thiessen tried to save it in, but could not. Vasquez to inbound, 14 on the shot clock. Vasquez gets it back. De Leon working, double teamed, and he draws the foul. And Spandonk and Salomon go against either of them. End up giving that foul to Jean Salomon. And Hammurabas de Leon going to the line. First free throw by de Leon rattles out. He had 2 rebounds and 2 steals in 11 minutes yesterday in Panama's loss to Puerto Rico. Both free throws errant, but Vasquez tracks the rebound down. Chore back over to Vasquez. Into the corner. Oroku Drives baseline. Finds a little bit of a seam, gets the shot off, but can't convert. And here comes Aruba back the other way. And I think they're going to get Emmanuel Perignon on the reach-in. 35-17 in favor of Aruba. I beg your pardon, in favor of Panama. 8:03 to play second quarter. Aruba led for about half of the first quarter, their first lead in this tournament. And then Panama went on an 18-0 run over 5 minutes. Now Salomon on the drive. I beg your pardon, that's Kerion Brooks. And he draws the foul. Dyron Gregorius on the floor now for Aruba. It's easy to pick out with those aquamarine shoes. Salomon gives it up. Here comes Machore the other way. Beats one defender, scoops it up, no good. But therefore the putback is Juan Lewis. The lead is 20. Panama led by as many as 22. Salomon wanted the foul there, but no call. Machore to Lewis from the free throw line. No good. Rebound batted around and finally controlled by Gregorius. Tapped away, and it's going to be Aruba ball. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas, around the Caribbean, or around the world. My name's Craig Fada. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. Top three finishers in this affair will advance to the FIBA Americas U18 tournament in June of 2022. Location on that not yet announced. That three was short. Kerion Brooks hitting the display panel there, showing a little bit of frustration after missing that three-pointer. Machore into the front court at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Alba back to Machore, now into the corner for Oroku. Three on the way, short. Vasquez the rebound into the paint. Works his way close to the bucket, no good. Therefore the putback, Fernando Gonzalez, and he gets fouled. Good work on the glass by Panama. They dominated on the offensive glass in that first quarter. They definitely have the height advantage. Gonzalez with his second attempt. No good. Rebound by Salomon. Salomon gets it back. Skips his way past the right elbow. No good on the shot. Sure looked pretty, though. Machore over to Alba. Now into the corner for Oroku. Shot on the way. No good. Nice job fighting for the rebound by Kerion Brooks. He has it poked away out of bounds. A couple of subs coming in now. Ian Salinas on now for Panama. Played a little over 5.5 minutes yesterday. Boy, every pass by Aruba is challenged by Panama. Three on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound finally corralled by Alba. Up ahead to Vasquez. Lost his footing, yeah. tried to make it look like that was intentional with a little Euro step there, but the official was not buying it. Great job by the officials, as always, in this game. Juan Valenzuela Estrada of Mexico, Ricardo Hales of Jamaica, and Mario Granado Santos of El Salvador. Outside, and Gilbert hounded and finally gives it up. And I think they're going to get Gilbert on the foul. Look at those points off turnovers. 24-1 in favor of Panama. Now onto the block, pass inside to Vasquez. Gets poked away, and Panama will retain possession. 17 to shoot. Achore to inbound. Salomon fouls Fernando Gonzalez. Aruba's got to find a way to stop Fernando Gonzalez on these inbound passes. Panama has been able to just get it to him as he's cutting toward the bucket, and he gets it for an easy lay-in. It's about the third time he's gotten an easy look there, but that time he's fouled and misses the free throw. Panama not shooting terribly well from the free throw line, just 6 of 16 for 37.5%. Aruba has only taken 5 free throws, but they've hit on 4. Second free throw is up and good. Five and a half minutes to play, second quarter. Into the corner. Back up top for Gregorius. 3 on the way, and that is up and good. Tyron Gregorius strokes the three-pointer. And the lead is down to 18. Panama turns it over as Ian Salinas steps on the baseline. And now some backcourt pressure by Panama. Panama's just so quick and athletic. Swarm like bees. Salinas forces up the shot between a pair of defenders, and Aruba comes away the other way. Ooh, looked like it could have been a little travel there. Achore into the front court, kicks it out now. 3 on the way for Salinas. That's no good. Rebound fought for by Bjorn Thiessen, and it goes out of bounds. Timeout Panama will step aside as well. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament live from Mexicali. 38-20 in favor of Panama over Aruba. 4:36 to play, second quarter. Game number 2 on day number 2. Aruba comes away with the inbound pass, but then stolen away again by Panama. Jorge Roca tries the pass, but it's kicked out of bounds by Mount Zion Gilbert. .14 to shoot for Panama. McDonald to his right. Back to Kentish. Now into the corner. 3 on the way from Roca, missed badly. Three on the way is no good by Gilbert. And here comes Panama back the other way. Coming up on 4 minutes to play second quarter. Drive by Victor Julio. He has it stolen away on his way up the basket. Gilbert has his shot blocked. And Panama tried to save it inbounds. But they were unable to. That was Humberto Kentish on the effort. Pass a little bit too far for Mount Zion Gilbert, and another turnover by Aruba. Panama now looking to get the lead back to 20 or more, but they turn it over. Here comes Salomon. Comes up short on the layup, follows his own shot, no good, and then taken out of there by Roca. Panama back the other way. Julio. Little hesitation move there, puts up the open shot, and it rolls around and in. Nicely done by Victor Julio. The lead is back to 20 at 40-20. Gilbert launching the 3, just missed. Rebound skied for and grabbed by Fernando Gonzalez, and Panama back the other way. Victor Julio on the attack, giving it up in the quarter to Kentish. But Panama turns it over. Inbound pass stolen again by Panama. They had a 3-on-2 there. McDonald now. Back up top, 3 on the way. That's Kentish. Well short. It was all net, but it didn't pass through the cylinder. I don't think you get those points. Gilbert to inbound. A long pass up ahead, fought for and grabbed by Kyrion Brooks, but a foul committed by Panama. I think they're going to get Fernando Gonzalez. Sharon Alexander replaces Dyron Gregorius and his bright blue shoes. Brooks to the free throw line with Panama over the limit. Pretty free throw there by Kyrion Brooks. Those points, the first tally for Aruba since Gregorius hit a three-pointer at the 5:23 mark. So they went almost another 3 minutes without scoring, and then Panama comes right back down and scores again. Another 3 on the way, well short. I think that might have been tipped. Over to McDonald. Pass into the corner to Roca, now underneath. Tough shot there. Juan Lewis was pretty far under the basket and under the backboard. He had to really contort his body to make that shot. 3 on the way from the left wing, no good. McDonald on the attack, the behind-the-back dribble. Now on the right side, the attack and the score. Humberto Kentish. The lead is 24. Now up ahead. And stripped away, saved in bounds, and Gilbert gives it up to Panama. 3 on the way. Victor Julio, that's short. Rebound grabbed by Bjorn Thiessen. He loses control of the dribble, but it goes off a Panamanian defender. And Aruba will retain possession. Gilbert sits down. Kerryon Brooks comes back on. Beg your pardon, that's Chandero Schmidt that came on. And tipped out of bounds by Juan Lewis. This is Panama's biggest lead of the game, 24, 46-22, and another turnover by Aruba. Chandero Schmidt wilts under the defensive pressure and turns it over. McDonald outside, now into the corner for Roca. Inside to Oroku. He turns and shoots. That rolls off. But the tip is up and good. I think that was Roca on the tip. Inside of a minute to play. And Spandonk gets it out. Now back into the corner. 3 up on the way by Kerryon Brooks, and that is good. Now Lewis on the attack. Back taps the rebound, and Panama will reset. Julio, right side, spinning his way, defended by Ben Spandonk, and now it's Kentish. Up ahead to Kerryon Brooks, lays it in with the right hand, and he's going to go to the free throw line for a free throw attempt. Strong move there by Kerryon Brooks with 14 seconds to play. Foul's going to be on Lionel McDonald. And now a technical foul issued against Nicanor Rivas. Kerryon Brooks makes the technical free throw, and now he's going to go to the line for the and one. The lead is 20. Panama has led by as many as 24. 14 seconds to play in this second quarter. Brooks can't convert the free throw. They still came away with 3 points on that trip down the floor. Oroku back out to Lionel McDonald. And I thought he got bumped on that three-point attempt, but no call. As Nicanor Rivas still animated with one of the officials. But we're at halftime now. 48-28 in favor of Panama. There you see the shooting by both teams. Neither team particularly good from the floor or the free throw line. Panama out rebounding Aruba 41-22. 18 steals for Panama. Let's take a look at some of the individual numbers here. For Aruba, Kerryon Brooks has 14 points. John Salomon has 6. Vladimir Robert 2. Dyron Gregorius with 3. Chandero Schmidt with 3. No one else for Aruba has scored. Leading rebounder for Aruba, John Salomon with 6. I beg your pardon, he's got 8 rebounds total. Vladimir Robert with 4 assists. Chiron Alexander with 4 assists as well, but he does have 6 turnovers in that first half. For Panama, Victor Julio and Jorge Roca each with 10 points. Humberto Kedish with 7. Juan Lewis 4. Sebastian Vasquez with 2. Hamarabas de Leon with 8. Fernando Gonzalez 5.
y descargará de FIBA disponible en Android y en App Store. Centrobasket U17.
Welcome back to Mexicali. It's the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. Day number 2, game number 2 between Aruba and Panama. Panama leading at half 48-28. Earlier today, Puerto Rico beat Costa Rica 95-60. Costa Rica falls to 1-1 in group play. Puerto Rico moving to 2-0. So they're looking for their first win in group play. Aruba fell yesterday to Costa Rica, 93-41. Two more games coming up later on this evening at 5:30 local time in Mexicali. That's Pacific time. It's going to be Jamaica and Dominican Republic, followed up at 8:30 by the host nation Mexico taking on El Salvador. Three on the way from McDonald, no good. Rebound grabbed by De Leon. Rebound battled for under the bucket, goes out of bounds off of Aruba, so Panama will retain possession. 13 to shoot. McDonald in inbound, gets it easily to Juan Lewis. He can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul was on Jean Salomon for Aruba. Lewis misses both free throws, but Panama gets the rebound back. That was Jorge Roca tracking it down. Back inside to Lewis. The running hook shot no good. Rebound to Aruba. Bjorn Thiessen skipping his way into the lane. Floater with the right hand won't go. His tip won't fall either, and Panama comes away with it. That was Ramos de Leon on the rebound. Nice pass for the open look at the three by Jorge Roca. He's unable to knock down the open shot. Panama again with the active defense, and it's McDonald driving, and he's going to draw the foul on Sharon Alexander, and looks like McDonald comes up a little gingerly. Fabio Hong comes on for Aruba now. Free throw by McDonald rattles out. A little over a minute elapsed in this third quarter. No scoring in this frame yet, as both free throws missed again. Hong gets knocked to the hardwood. That foul was on Lionel McDonald. Hong now into the front court, picked up by McDonald. Hong, the pretty bounce pass in the lane to Vladimir Robert, but he is unable to come away with the bucket, and now the long outlet pass to Lewis. He goes up with two hands and lays it in. 50-28 now. As Lionel McDonald just about had another steal, but he slid and then rolled out of bounds. So Panama does not get the ball. Aruba will pick it up near half court. The top three teams in this tournament, all pretty feed from Hong, but Thiessen couldn't convert. Lewis now, the 18-foot jumper rolls around and in. The top three teams in this tournament will advance to the FIBA Americas U18 Championship in June of 2022. And again, active defense by Panama leads to the easy bucket, that time by Ramos de Leon. site for the 2022 FIBA Americas U18 Championship Tournament has not been announced as of yet. Ooh, it looked like Hong traveled over the center line there, and now, as Salomon had it, he was fouled, I believe, by Juan Lewis, who came streaking in to try to come away with another steal. The lead is 26 for Panama. I believe that's their biggest lead of the game. It is. And now the offensive foul on Panama. I beg your pardon, on Aruba. Machore back on for Panama. John Salomon called for the offensive foul. Nice bounce pass into Lewis. He leaves it for De Leon, and De Leon's able to score. The lead is now 28. De Leon has 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting. And Panama just not letting Aruba even breathe offensively so far in the second half. Roca, high right side, now to De Leon, over to Machore. Into the corner, 3 on the way. That's a little short, but there for the putback. Juan Lewis won't go. And finally ripped out of there by Salomon, but he throws it away. Daniel Machore tracks it down. Steal there by Salomon. Up ahead to Kirion Brooks. Circus shot won't go. Aruba still searching for its first points of this second half. Panama starting the second half on an 8-0 run. Now a 2-on-1 for Aruba as Kirion Brooks lays it in and gets Aruba its first 2 points of this second half. 56-30. Roca now from 17, straight through. Pretty stroke there by Jorge Roca. And Earlfrid Clemencio wants timeout. This is not how he wanted the second half to start. Aruba finding itself trailing by 28. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament live in Mexicali. .58-30 in favor of Panama. That matches their biggest lead of this game. Aruba led for most of the first quarter. Actually, about the first half of the first quarter. And then Panama went on an 18-0 run and has never looked back. Salomon gets it back. 12 to shoot. Now Gregorius, he gets fouled. I think they're going to get Machore on the reach in. Shot clock will reset to 14. Myron Gregorius comes out, and Sharon Alexander comes in. Chori a little too close, guarding the inbound pass. And Spandonk has it. He's double teamed. Gets it back. And I think Van Spandonk came in from out of bounds and caught that pass before establishing himself inbounds. Nice job officiating there. Lewis over to Machore. Into the corner now to Julio, and they're going to say Victor Julio stepped on the sideline. Another timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Panama leading Aruba 58-30. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, live from Mexicali. .30 in favor of Panama, matching their largest lead of the game. Both teams looking for their first win in the group play stage. Aruba's got a tall order if they're going to come back against Panama. Vladimir Roberts spinning his way into the lane. Pretty shot with the right hand. Machore lobbing it inside to Gonzalez. He loses the handle. And here comes Aruba back the other way. Alexander into the front court. Now here's Thiessen. Van Spandonk launches the three. A little too strong there. Rebound caught by Machore. Lewis can't hang on to it as he attacks the bucket, and Thiessen comes away with it. But another turnover. Machore is going to get the offense reset. He drives on Van Spandonk. Goes around Fernando Gonzalez and gets the lay-in. I thought he was going to drop it for Gonzalez, but he went all the way to the rack and laid it in. Lead back to 28. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Shot by Vladimir Robert. Won't go, and Panama tries to save it in and just about turns it over as Sharon Alexander now goes to the hardwood and draws the foul. I believe that's going to be on Daniel Machore. Alexander to inbound. Julio guarding it. Brooks on the attack. Three-pointer on the way. That is no good. Robert trying for three again. And now Gonzalez pops from 17 and hits. Pretty shot there. Fernando Gonzalez. The lead now 30. But Braden Van Spandonk answers with a three at the other end. Panama's largest lead short-lived. Julio over to Perignon, and Perignon, I believe it was Perignon that stepped on the sideline. Actually, that was Humberto Kentish. And Spandonk on the attack with the left-hand floater, no good. Panama back the other way. Julio takes it all the way himself, no good. Kentish, though, controls. And now the three, the long three. Andres Oroku hits from long range. Gets the lead back to 30, 65-35. 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Four steals by Panama in this game to just 10 for Aruba. Alexander commits the foul, and Andres Oroku will go to the free throw line. Vasquez back on now for Panama. Roberto Kentish. I thought Kentish was coming out. Actually, it's Victor Julio that's coming out. Oroku hits both free throws, and it's 67-35. Braden Van Spandonk gets the inbound pass. And Panama challenging every pass. Ooh, I'm not so sure about that one. They're going to say that was a backcourt violation. I thought the transfer occurred in the front court, but it's close enough. Bounce pass into the post for Gonzalez. He's working on Robert, and Gonzalez travels. Good defense there by Vladimir Roberts. Panama challenging every inbound pass. Every pass in general, and this time, though, they commit the foul. That's going to be an Andres Oroku. Panama over the limit, so Aruba will go to the free throw line. It's going to be John Salomon. First free throw by Salomon short. He's got 6 points. Kyrian Brooks has 16 for Aruba. Both free throws missed. Oroku, right side, gets it back from Gonzalez. Three on the way, missed. Gonzalez, the rebound, though, puts it back up with the right hand, high off the glass and in. And another backcourt turnover leads to an easy lay-in for Oroku. 69, beg your pardon, 71-35. Leads 37. And Spandonk high off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Perignon. Panama dominating in every phase of this game. That three is up and good. Andres Oroku stroking it from downtown. Kentish attacks the bucket, but draws the foul. Going to the free throw line will be Humberto Kentish. He's got 7 points. De Leon has 12. Roca has 12 for Panama. Oroku has 10. Victor Julio has 10. Both free throws good by Kentish. The lead is 41. Inside of 1 minute to play, third quarter. Vasquez into the corner. Now it's Gonzalez on the attack. High off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brooks. Panama just attacks on defense. Three-pointer by Brooks, no good. Vasquez coming back the other way. 25 to play in the quarter. About 4 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oroku couldn't get the shot to fall. And here comes Aruba. If they can get it out of their own backcourt, and 7 on the game clock. They turn it over. Vasquez, the free throw line jump shot is good. Vasquez scores, and that's how the third quarter is going to end. More dominating defense by Panama. They lead this one 78-35. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. I'm Craig Fada. Glad you can be joining us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. Panama leading Aruba 78-35 heading into the fourth quarter. Top 3 teams in this tournament advance to the 2022 FIBA Americas U18 tournament. Mexico is the host nation and defending champion in this U17 tournament. They won it in San Juan in 2019. Humberto Kentish tries the pirouetting reverse, but gets fouled. Biggest lead of the game for Panama. 43 points. Make it 44. Panama outscored Aruba 30-7 in that third quarter. Kentish hits both free throws. Kentish with 11 points and another turnover by Aruba. Panama has outscored Aruba on points from turnovers 43-3. Fast break points 24-5. Second chance points 20-0. Points in the paint 42-10. And bench points 53-9. Don't forget, early on in this one, Aruba actually led by 5. Then Panama went on that 18-0 run in that first quarter, and it hasn't been close since. 40 turnovers for Aruba. Panama hasn't exactly taken great care of the ball either. 19 turnovers. Second free throw no good as Salomon tries to throw it off of Vasquez, but I think Salomon leapt from the end line. No, they're going to say he did throw it off of Vasquez. Okay. Looked like he might have had his foot on the end line when he leapt out of bounds to try to throw it off of Vasquez, but the officials changed their mind. Van Spandonk tries to get it up ahead to Thiessen. Gregorius back to Salomon. Panamanian defenders close so quickly that Aruba can't get a three-point shot. Panama clearly with the height advantage. And when those defenders close and get those arms outstretched, Aruba can't shoot the three ball. They've had a little bit more success today than they had yesterday when they were unable to connect on any three-point shots. I believe they were 0 for 10. Today from beyond the arc, they are 6 of 21 for 28.6%. Not great, but at least they've hit some. Now De Leon tied up by Curion Brooks. And Aruba will take possession on the alternating arrow. And Spandonk to throw in. To Salomon. Short little jumper there by Bjorn Thiessen, no good. But the foul's going to be called on Hammurabis De Leon. 8:30 to play in this one. 2 more games coming up this evening from Mexicali. Jamaica and El Salvador at 5:30. Followed up by Dominican Republic and host nation Mexico at 8:30. That three from Thiessen well short. Gregorius tries the putback, no good, and here comes Panama. Vasquez on the attack, goes up and around Van Spandonk. Can't get it to go. Aruba back the other way. Salomon takes it with one hand, tries to go high off the glass, soaring up over Oroku, but draws the foul. Talked about it before, that these tournaments are an absolute basketball lover's dream. 4 games per day. Get to watch the future of some senior international squads competing in the Centrobasket and Americas regions. To see some great young players, some great basketball. Roca on the drive, giving it up underneath, and the strong work under the bucket by Aruba de Leon. 46 the lead for Panama, and they get it back again. A little running floater there by Emmanuel Perignon. And Panama is just not letting Aruba really even get the ball in bounds. Timeout on the floor. Panama leads Aruba 85-37. Welcome back to the Instituto del Deporte y la Cultura Física in Mexicali. Just about wrapping up game number 2 on day number 2 of the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship. And Spandonk misses the 3. No, it falls in. That one decided it wanted to get down. And Spandonk has 6 on 2 of 3 shooting from beyond the arc. And another 3 at the other end attempted by Panama. That was no good. And Spandonk, easy to identify on the floor with that hairstyle. Very distinctive. Bouncing around as he runs. Oroku pops from the left side, and that is good. Panama continues to pour it on, 87-40. And the left-hand lay-in by Daniel Maggiore. And Spandonk finally has control of it in the front court. Now Kirion Brooks steps on the sideline as he begins his drive. 6:07 to play. Panama up 49, 89-40. So glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from. My name's Craig Fada. Carlin Gay will have the call on the next 2 games, Jamaica and El Salvador at 5:30, followed by Dominican Republic and Mexico at 8:30. Roca out to Salinas. Now the 3-pointer is no good, but a foul call. Daniel Maggiore hits the deck Foul's going to be called on Sharon Alexander. Mature will get 3 free throws here. Panama tomorrow will play in the first game of the day against Costa Rica at 11:30. Aruba, meanwhile, will tangle with Puerto Rico at 2:30. And that will wrap up group play for Group A. A pair of Group B games tomorrow as well. At 5:30, it's going to be Jamaica and Dominican Republic, followed by El Salvador and Mexico at 8:30. Teams will be reclassified according to their records in the group stage play. We'll play 4 more games on Saturday and then the middle round on Sunday. The lead is 51, 93-42. Lewis. Jump pass, 3 on the way. Salinas no good, rebounded Kirion Brooks. 5 minutes to play in this one. The closest game in this tournament so far was between Panama and Puerto Rico yesterday. Puerto Rico won that one by 15. Costa Rica beat Aruba yesterday 93-41. Dominican Republic over El Salvador 114-58. And Mexico by 50 over Jamaica 117-67. Mexico will be a great measuring stick tonight for Dominican Republic. And we'll see if Panama can keep up this dominating defense against Costa Rica tomorrow. Roca into Lewis. Short jumper is up and good with 6 on the shot clock. 4.5 minutes to play in this one. And another turnover in the backcourt by Aruba. That time, Aruba comes away with his own steal. Wild shot. Thrown up there by Shandero Schmidt. He gets up a little gingerly, but he's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws. Foul's going to be on Lionel McDonald. Love to see all the social interaction online. Hashtag Centrobasket U17. Fans all around Central America cheering on their teams. Giving shout outs to players. As Roca gets popped in the face there. Hashtag Centrobasket U17 if you're on Twitter or watching on YouTube, you can comment there. Roca to the free throw line. strong on that first free throw. Just about through 6 games of this tournament. Once again, an outstanding job by our FIBA staff here in Mexicali. They treat every tournament like it's the Olympics, regardless of whether it's U15s, U17s. Formats are standardized. Great camera work, great graphics, great stats. Just a tremendous job by FIBA, as always. The officials doing an outstanding job through 6 games. And of course the players playing their hearts out for their countries, trying to advance to the FIBA Americas U18 Championship Tournament in June. The venue for that tournament has not been announced yet, but the top 3 finishers from this tournament automatically qualify. Kerryon Brooks hits both free throws. 98-45. 3:10 to play. Ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Aruba ball. And I'm sure Nicanor Rivas watched the game yesterday between Costa Rica and Aruba and saw that you can pressure Aruba on the ball in the backcourt, in the front court, doesn't matter. And they're apt to create some turnovers. Coach Rivas calling timeout. We will take it as well. Back in a moment from Mexicali. Back to the action in Mexicali at the Instituto del Deporte y la Cultura Física. Fernando Gonzalez attacks and scores off the bank shot. Panama hits triple digits. They lead by 55. Three-pointer on the way. Kerryon Brooks, no good. Looked like his left foot was on the sideline, but the official had a little bit closer of a look at it than I did, so I won't fault him for that. Had a chance to visit Panama a few years ago. Centrobasket tournament there at the senior level. Panama City was absolutely beautiful. Got to see future NBA star DeAndre Ayton playing in that tournament. That was right before he went to Arizona for college. And of course, before he was in the NBA. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this contest. We'll take a short break, and then it'll be Jamaica and El Salvador at 5:30 local time. And then the nightcap. Host nation and defending FIBA Centrobasket U17 champion Mexico will take on Dominican Republic. Both teams had big wins yesterday. Dominican Republic 114-58 over El Salvador, while Mexico beat Jamaica 117-67. Panama, I believe, ranked 53rd in the U17 world rankings. They are indeed 53rd. Three-point attempt as the shot clock expires. No good, but that time Victor Julio scores from long range to make it 105-45 with 1:05 to play in the game. Schmidt having trouble finding the handle after the behind-the-back dribble. And another turnover. Wilfred Clemencia still coaching hard from the sideline there. That's something that you love to see, regardless of the score. When you play for your national team, it doesn't matter what the score is. Every possession, every pass, everything. You're playing hard, and the coaches are coaching hard. That's a great example to set. It's one of the reasons I do love international basketball so much. The passion with which these players play and the coaches coach. It's just fun to see. Doesn't matter if it's the U15s, U17s, senior national, men, women. Into the corner now. Schmidt trying to find an open shot. Gets it back. Kick out. Gilbert for three. That's good! Mount Zion Gilbert scores. And then a whistle after the bucket. Not entirely certain what happened there. And it looks on the Panamanian sideline like Lionel McDonald is getting tended to. Not sure if he's got a split lip or a nosebleed or something, but looking at him as if he got popped in the mug. 15 seconds to play. Panama salting this one away. Lachore. Now Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the drive. Gives it up to Lewis underneath. And one last easy lay-in for Team Panama. 5.1 to play. And Panama still attacking defensively. Just kind of token. But Team Panama, awfully impressive against Aruba. 108-48 the final. A 60-point victory for Panama. As we look at some of the final numbers on this one. 74 rebounds for Panama, 35 steals. Brooks had 18 for Aruba. Roca and De Leon split with game-high honors, each having 15. Victor Julio had 13. An impressive win for Team Panama, ranked 53rd in the U17 FIBA rankings. Tomorrow, Panama will take on Costa Rica at 11:30 as we wrap up group play. And Aruba will try to get its first win in the group stage. They will take on Puerto Rico at 2:30. Puerto Rico will look to sweep the group stage and get the top seed in Group A as the teams get reclassified for the weekend. Medal round Sunday. Top 3 teams in this tournament qualify for the 2022 FIBA Americas U18 Championship Tournament. That'll take place in June, about 6 months from now. We don't have a venue on that yet, but when FIBA puts it on, it'll be a great show nonetheless. I'm Craig Feta. Thanks for watching.